welcome back to Throwback Thursday cocktails. Tonight's cocktail is an American classic and it has a lot of variations. It can be shaken, it can be stirred, it can be vodka, it can be gin, it can be dirty, it can be dry, and it has a pretty interesting yet sordid history. The cocktail I'm making tonight is the martini. The martini originated in the late 1800s, around 1880-ish, but nobody really knows where. There's a lot of different rumors that different cities or different places originated it, but it really gained popularity in the 30s during Prohibition, when alcohol was, of course, illegal, and people were making gin at home, illegal bathtub gin. And the gin was really gross. So they made cocktails, but in order to mask the taste of those bad cocktails or the bad gin, they used vermouth. So the original martini was 2 parts gin to 1 part vermouth, which is vastly different from the martinis you and I are used to going to the bar and getting now. Most of the martinis we get are just a hint of vermouth swirled in the shaker, and they're typically vodka now, and they're shaken. But originally the martini was made with, like I said, 2 parts gin, 1 part vermouth, and they were stirred. And there's a lot of controversy about it being stirred. And a lot of martini purists insist that it needs to be stirred and disagree with James Bond in that it needs to be shaken. So tonight, to pay homage to the classic, original martini, I'm going to do it in a gin version. Like I've said before, I'm a vodka girl, but I want to keep it authentic. So tonight we're going to do a stirred gin martini. And it's super easy, and you should have all of the ingredients in your own liquor cabinet. So we're going to start off with dry vermouth. Not to be mistaken with sweet vermouth, that's got like a brownish tinge. And we're going to do 3/4 of an ounce of that in a cocktail shaker with ice. So let's get the vermouth in. And I think I'm going to like this version because since I'm not a really big fan of gin, I think the vermouth is going to help me, mask all the gin flavor. So I think I might like this a little better than my typical straight up vodka martini. And we're going to do 1.5 ounces of gin. Just pour that in. Now, contrary to what we all know, it's not going to shake. We're going to stir. And I have right here a cocktail stirrer. And we're just going to stir it around with the ice to mix the 2 ingredients and to chill it. Stir, stir, stir. It's kind of hard with big ice cubes. But, okay, there. It is stirred. And now I have my chilled martini glass. And you can chill your martini glass very quickly by putting ice and water and letting the glass cool down. So now that it's nice and chilled, I'm going to pour that out. And I'm going to strain my martini mix into my cocktail glass. Get every last drop. There we go. Yep. It's been a long week. And then, to garnish, a martini isn't a martini without olives. Now, the story or the mythology goes with the olives, that for every olive, you take a drink. And when you're done with your olives, you should be done with your martini. So if you're having a really hard day, then 1 olive, 1 drink. I typically go 3 olives, 3 drinks, because as you can see, it's not a lot. So you can take this in about 3 drinks. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's cocktail, and have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Really good.